All right, Motor City Sports Talk. We're in the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and yeah, man. It's DeAndre Swift a lost cause for the Lions this year. I mean, it's very discouraging. We talked about AP being the leading back moving forward, but yeah, you drafted another running back in the second round, Amir Abdullah. That wasn't on Bob Quinn. Amir Abdullah, Kerryon Johnson, and now DeAndre Swift, who fell into the second round. And while Clyde Edwards-Helaire is doing big things in Kansas City, I mean, I feel if DeAndre Swift there, he would be more productive in that role as well. And I just think at this point, you got to find him. You got to find him a niche. You know, he had 0 carries last week versus the Arizona Cardinals, and he had 3 receptions, I think. At this point, you know, giving Adrian Peterson the bulk of the carries, it's just discouraging. Obviously, you know, it's discouraging that you got Kerryon Johnson, you got Bo coming back. Hopefully he get clear soon. Ty Johnson, I think he injured. They said that today. You got all these young backs. You had Huntley, and then Adrian Peterson get cut off the Redskins. He come be your leading back. Right there tells me that you don't have talent in the backfield. You know, and if you want to say, well, DeAndre Swift need more time to learn, well, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is doing pretty well in Kansas City. You know, so we kind of need to find him a role. You know, they want to kind of keep it running back by committee, but you got 3 running backs that need the ball to really get in a zone. And that's Peterson, that's Johnson, and that's Swift. At this point, as, you know, you feed Adrian Peterson as he get worn down because he is a, 35, 36-year-old running back, it's time to start handing the ball to DeAndre Swift more and more and more. He shouldn't come out of a football game with 3 carries at all. Then what was the point of us drafting him in the second round? You know, Kansas City ain't got no issue with giving that boy Clyde the ball. So it's time to give Swift the ball, or at the end of the day, people are going to look at him as a wasted draft pick. Because this team was built to win now. That was, y'all have to win this year to keep your job, Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. And if you can't, you know, if y'all can't figure out a way to use him, I mean, who else won the second round you could have used? I'm pretty sure it was cornerbacks that win the second round, linebackers, quarterbacks, halfbacks. More halfbacks. I mean, you had a lot of guys that could have won the second round. Could have took receivers, could have took edge rushing help, defensive tackle help. Now you look at this draft, you got a situation where now your first round draft pick is finally playing at number 3 overall, and he doing well. But then Swift, he ain't really contributing. Julian Okoro he didn't play last week really. You know, then Jonah Jackson, your 4th round pick, he finally plays. But then you keep going. Quintez Cephas, now he ain't really playing no more because Gallaudet came back, so he not being a use. Really, the only guy that's playing is Jonah Jackson. So out of a whole entire draft, you have 1 player that's consistent, or 2 players that's consistently playing now. And that's Okudah and that's Jonah Jackson. That don't look good. I don't care if pandemic or not. You go to the draft before that. Hockenson was nothing after the first game versus Arizona. Tavai was struggling to start over Jared Davis. For whatever reason, Jared Davis still sucked to this day. You know. Will Harris really didn't get on the field until you traded Cadre. So it just seemed like the Lions draft players to give them a red shirt year, and hopefully the second year they can contribute, which I don't like. But like I said, it's time to give Swift the ball. He should be getting the second bulk of the carries behind. Fuck touches. He should be getting the second bulk of the carries behind Adrian Peterson. We seen what Johnson was. Johnson is just, he done. He not a good running back. They can cut him today and we wouldn't lose no sleep. But I think part of keeping him is because DeAndre Swift is probably not ready in pass protection. And that's valid. You got a quarterback that had a hurt back the last 2 years. But DeAndre Swift better get with it with the pass protection, you know, but he do need his carries because every time he come in the game, we know he running a route. He ain't staying in the block. He running a route. So, come on, it's time for him to get more carries. We drafted him as a running back, not as a scat back just to catch the ball. That's a second round pick. For this, we could have kept Huntley to catch a ball out the backfield. Huntley probably would have caught that corner route to win the game versus the Bears. So, it's at the point where it's time to start kind of upping his carries. You know, we play New Orleans next week. Why can't he get some carries and see what he can do? We lacking explosive plays down the field. Why not hand him the ball and see what he can do? Running back is supposed to translate to the league like this. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App at CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. We gone.